All right, so we got Rings of Power season 2, and look, I'm gonna come right out and say you do not hate journalists enough. You cannot hate these people enough. The same people who are going after people for saying, where did Miranda's butt go in the remake of Mass Effect, or why are you over sexualizing Stellar Blade? It's like all you guys care about is sexy time stuff. Meanwhile, they're sitting here making original characters to ship for Lord of the Rings of Power season 2, and it's the worst people imaginable. I did what I do in every topic. I look at it, I delve into it a little bit, and I was shocked, horrified, disgusted. So now I'm going to share that disgust with you. So what did Amazon think was a fantastic idea this time? To go out and make a post that said, okay, we ship them. So yes, they're making fake relationships between people that never existed in Lord of the Rings, or they're taking characters that never had other relationships and making them into their weird ideology. But of course, the woke weirdos have to come out and defend this because apparently all that projection needs to be defended when they were telling us all we care about is sex. So here, Jesse Earl is going on about, yes, we're going to ship 2 straight guys. And in case you don't know who Jesse Earl is, let me show you the disgust of who this is. No, this is not a joke. This is who Jesse Earl is. It's exactly who Jesse Earl is. It's exactly what you would expect. The creature who let's just say this is the top post on their Twitter right now, where somebody's posting photos of non-consensual and shooting something in an open flesh wound below the chest. Yes. So they're like, oh, how are you saying this is age appropriate for kids? And they go on to say, this misunderstands YouTube age gate. YouTube has a separate system for determining if a video is for kids, mine or not. Age gates are for S content. This is not. YouTube allows nudity for artistic and educational content. This is an essay about visual symbolism. So yes, this person is trying to defend children watching adult content on YouTube related to procreation. I'm trying to figure out how to say that without YouTube getting mad at me, because they will 100% get mad at me. But when this person does it, it's absolutely okay. But yes, this is the person trying to sell adult themes to children on YouTube and the articles they write, while telling us that we are over sexualizing women in video games. I think that sums it up right there. This person wants to go after kids with this kind of content, but when an adult looks at another adult in a romantic way, they get pissed off and scream about it in articles and on Twitter and YouTube. This is everything you need to know about this person. But this is the person trying to defend Rings of Power and shipping every character they can because, that's what they gotta do. They gotta destroy everything. And here they go. These both can coexist. Frodo and Sam are a great representation of an emotional vulnerability, platonic male friendship. They can also be gay lovers. No. You literally contradicted that statement in the first sentence. Platonic male friendship. But we're going to make them gay instead because they have to push the ideology. And they say it's cool. Yeah, I'm sure all those surgeries you got were cool. But they go on, assheads like Critical Drinker are so butthurt about me or any queer person seeing Frodo Sam as gay, or shit like Spider-Gwen as trans, not because they want to see more male friendships or whatever. They want one true interpretation that reinforces hegemonic norms. We want what was originally there. It's not that hard to understand. Stick to the source material. The source material made it good. Making it gay doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. Every time, every single movie, television show, games, all of it, anytime they force this representation garbage in, and that is their main point, the show fails. Every single movie, TV show, and video game. And this is right after Concord absolutely flops. This is right after all the movies have failed for the last several years. The only successes have been Deadpool and Wolverine, Oppenheimer, and Barbie. Barbie was made for women and women went to go see it. Oppenheimer was made for men and men went to go see it. Deadpool and Wolverine didn't push any agendas and was quite literally just Deadpool and Wolverine, and it made a ton of money. These movies that succeeded because they don't push woke ideology. Concord failed because it pushed woke ideology. And it was canceled 2 weeks in, and it was supposed to be a live service game going on for years. It cost nearly $300 million to make. Black Myth Wukong rejected the woke ideology, and it turned out to be a multi-million player game for a single player game. A single player game. But that Park Place went and did the research, and J.R.R. Tolkien made it abundant clear that Frodo and Sam are not gay. In Lords of the Rings, The Return of the King, Tolkien wrote, and so it was settled. Sam Gamgee married Rose Cotton in the spring of 1420. And they came and lived at Bag End. Later in the chapter, Tolkien wrote, time went on and 1421 came in. Frodo was ill again in March, but with great efforts he concealed it, for Sam had other things to think about. The first of Sam and Rosie's children was born on the 25th of March, a date Sam noted. But no, you can't have that today because the alphabet weirdos and the transgender weirdos have to say, well, he didn't explicitly say they weren't gay, so we can sneak in gay stuff there. And that is exactly what they do. And somebody posted that on Twitter the other day. What did they say? Now I'm trying to remember. Oh, here it is. Please, just stop. Just stop. We don't want it. We don't need 2 4-hour films explaining what was very quickly and concisely elaborated on in less than a paragraph or two in the books and under a minute on the original Peter Jackson films. This is excessive indulgence. And this is about the Hunt for Gold movie that's supposed to be split into 2 films. And my response to this was, what they're doing is taking stuff not concisely outlined and exaggerating it for modern audiences because Tolkien didn't say it didn't happen. And they replied, actually, that explains Lord of the Ring, War of the Rohirrim to a T. And it does. It's because they take anything that isn't explicitly denied and say, well, they didn't say it didn't happen. That's like saying, let's do it this way. A historian saying, and then Rome launched a nuclear weapon at Gaul and exterminated the Gauls. And we'd be like, well, that didn't happen. Well, how do you know it didn't happen? They didn't say it never happened. You see how much that doesn't make sense? It's because it's bullshit. It's forced into these plot lines to try and fit their ideology. And nobody cares, wants, or needs this. But they go on, they put the full family tree, whose relationships with who lived where, who did what, with who, and how many kids they had. Because regardless of what the woke transgender weirdos say, men cannot have children with men. Women cannot have children with women. Only men and women can have children, and they are biologically born that way. It's in their DNA, and they can't change it. And the rest of this article is them trying to say everything's an allegory for something else, or it's just a story. It's not an allegory for anything. It's literally a story with bits and parts of someone's life taken and like, well, I could make an interesting story out of that. I could write an interesting story about multiple countries going to war. That'll be a timeless classic. Everybody will understand. And then take it and saying, well, it's not really it's an allegory for the struggle of changing one's gender. Like, no, you're an absolute weirdo. Shut up. Go away. Nobody likes you. But I mean, that's what you get when you have someone who's writing for, GameSpot, Microsoft, Rotten Tomatoes, and the Advocate mag. Like, the entire argument that this person's making is disingenuous. And as soon as you look up the things that they're posting themselves, you learn that they are a disgusting person who probably needs to be locked up in a padded cell. But that's it for this video, guys. So make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. And until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.